Hi everyone, it's so nice to see you on here. I'm Mark, I'm the spiritual advisor and coach, and welcome to your weekly pick a card. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Pick the pile that you resonate with. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I love you to be part of the soul family. So let's get started. Welcome to pile number 1. Let's see what messages for you for today. And, well, new beginnings of this new year. Even though we are in March, it's letting you know that things are happening. You know what? We are in the year of the 9. In the year of the 9, if you put all the numbers together in the year, and it represents the old is gone bye-bye and the new is beginning. And look what card I got for you. The new beginnings, that means a new start. And with a new start, that means old stuff is going bye-bye and other things are going to come into place. Sometimes we don't like change, right? And I know it could be very uncomfortable, dealing with the change. And what do we do with it? Well, we learn to adapt and put things in a line, or put your ducks in order and make it happen. Because the other way, if we don't plan things out, even though we're getting rid of the old stuff, how do we move forward? So your message here is really the new beginnings, so things we're so used to doing in our normal everyday routine. Well, this way now we're going to start to change things around. I know a lot of us don't like to be out of our comfort zone, but the messages are coming really forth and very clear to you that you're going to have to start to work on old stuff to get, push them to the side and let them dissolve. But meanwhile, go into new stuff on how to make yourself better as a soul. This is really important because why? Because if we don't learn to progress and move forward, the old way, however we've been doing things, are stagnated. So we really want to feel our best. And how do we feel our best? We have to think of how we want to act and respond to things. What do we do with them? How do we behave? Like, how do we feel emotionally? That's what I meant to say is, so everything needs to be planned out, because if you look at it, see how there's yellow in here? And believe it or not, okay, the yellow and orange, so it's the second chakra and the third chakra. The yellow represents creativity, that's the yellow, right? And the orange represents dealing with your solar plexus, your emotions, dealing with how you balance your emotions out for this new beginning, on how to stabilize yourself, so you're thinking logical and you're thinking in order. So keep in mind about that with the new beginnings are coming into place for you. So make plans and move forward with that. Okay? Now, from the past, you're dealing with, and even now, you're dealing with confrontation. It also says right here, pick your battles wisely, whatever you need to deal with. It's interesting because the other card I just told you was the new beginnings. Well, part of having that new beginning is you want to figure out which confrontations that you need to work through so you can clear the air with it. I mean, it could be dealing with people. It could be dealing with within yourself, right? Sometimes you have to confront yourself and say, hey, this doesn't sound right. Why do I feel this way? I need to confront it and work through it. Well, I like to say confront and resolve. Resolve the situations, right? That makes sense if you think about it. Confront and resolve it. Think about it. All right? So now you're dealing with the confrontation of dealing with whatever you need to go through. You know what? I just want to show you this right here. I was like looking at it going, oh, I got to show you guys this. You see that rainbow? The rainbow represents blessings and love and success. From who? From your angels and guides. So that's what the rainbow represents. Okay, so whenever you see a rainbow in the sky, it's not always about the flood. God promised, like in the Bible, and not to get religious here, but it's in the Bible by saying the rainbow represents it will never flood the earth again. In this case, it's also really telling you about it's success. You're going to prosper. You're going to move forward. You got blessings from the other side. So whenever you see that rainbow in the sky, also there's telling me right now balance of the chakras. If you look at the rainbow, it has all the chakra colors. So everything's balanced and in order, but you also need to confront whatever you need to confront to clear things up. Again, it could be dealing with friends, family, co-workers, situations within yourself, right? Because how do you have new beginnings if you don't confront the old stuff and work through it? So you got to work through it to have the new beginnings. And if you do that, you'll see how things will clear up. You move forward with it, and you'll feel good knowing that you could always open a new door for a new start. I know it's hard at times when we don't want to confront things, but guess what? You could do it to stay strong. Now, it's the epiphany, seek clarity. Seeing clarity of what's really going on around you. What do you want to have that full experience? The full maximum, I like to say, experience of seeing things how they really are. Right? So another way of saying you really want to be real with yourself. And when you're really real with yourself, believe it or not, everything just comes together and everything just moves more forward. The other way, if you don't look at things, I always say your angels want you to look at things how everything is and have a clear picture of what's going on. Now, the thing is, I know, dealing with different challenges. Here's the thing I want to show you. You see the yellow and the orange in there? So you want to become more creative. You're seeing things in a visual light, but you can think of things in your mind, what you want. And I would say making goals, making your dreams to come true. Look, and look, you make all that happen. Here we go back into this card in the new beginnings, right? And you're confronting all the old stuff. So now you're seeking the clarity of what's really going on, what needs to be worked out, what doesn't need to be worked out. But overall, to have a new start, most things, not everything, but most things will clear out. And when they do clear out, then you have a better picture of where to put yourself. The other way, you're too confused and you're or miscombobulated. And that doesn't put you really in a good place. So we want to really stay focused on what we're doing. That's why it's saying right here to see clarity, to see things how they really are, put them into place. And we're saying be real with yourself. Don't be fake with yourself and say, well, I don't know. I want a new start, but I don't know how to handle it. Well, that's where you want to come to have more clarity toward. You want to see things how you like to see it. Remember, you are, like my friend Dolores Cannon would say, you are the writer, producer, and director of your movie. You can create your new reality. You are the co-creator. You visualize in your mind within you, you can change on the outside world. Right? Isn't that a new beginning of it? Okay, you're changing a new thing. Okay, now, of course, you got to go out there and have the human experience and experiences. Whatever you're trying to say, if it's a profession, a new relationship, a new job, whatever it is, or enhancing your relationship, becoming more closer, dealing with a job, maybe try to go to the next level of the business, or get a raise or something, or developing better relationships with people. That's where you want to see clarity of the whole thing. So you're confronting a lot for new beginnings to start. So think how all of it has to go in, it goes in stages. Dealing, you know what, there are times in our life we don't want to be too hard on ourselves. We really don't want to be too hard on ourselves. So they're telling me, the angels are telling me, cheer up. Live in the moment. Okay? Cheer up. Don't be so hard on yourself. And look how beautiful this picture is. You see the rays? I have to look at it myself. It's almost like, look at this. You're in the water. You're dealing with your emotions. And then you have like the lights from heaven coming onto you. By saying we are protecting you, we're guiding you, supporting you. Meanwhile, you're working through all your stuff. All your emotional stuff you're working through. We're here to guide you and support you and protect you. That's why the rays are there. That's you being in the water, and the water represents, well, in spirituality, it represents emotions. So you're dealing with your emotions, even though you're being protected from the other side, to work through it. So what are you doing with it? You want to see things how they really are, right? And you're confronting everything that you're seeing for this new start. So dealing with, but they want you to loosen up. Don't be so serious. Enjoy your life more. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know we're always so hard on ourselves. Sometimes we get so critical on ourselves, and then it becomes too overwhelming. So we really want to stay in the moment of it, right? And it says right here, live in the moment. Cheer up. Okay, that means enjoy your experience through this, of seeing your beautiful future ahead. Confronting all obstacles. So this way you can start with a new fresh start and enjoying your life. And I think it would be really awesome because this way you have everything worked out. So there's no stress along the line. It's really more of just keep on moving forward and keep on progressing and knowing that in your mind you are already successful, and keep on working toward your goals, because this way it opens up doors for future success. It's really important. And you guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you being here today. It means the world to me. And to support my channel, smash that thumbs up or that like button, and knowing I'm always here by your side. I'm always here by your side to help you, guide you, support you. And I do offer one-on-one sessions in the description box below. And just remember, be nice to yourself. Follow me, or I like to say, subscribe at Marc Healing Arts on all platforms. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Blessings and love, Marc. Welcome to pile number 2. Let's see what messages are for you. The dragon, discover your courage. Discover your courage. You know, sometimes we don't want to do things that makes us feel uncomfortable. So we have to find what works for us so we can stand up and we can confront what we need to confront by having the courage. Either it could be dealing with your own relationship, or it could be dealing with getting yourself out there, possibly maybe looking for a new job, or dealing with confrontations, dealing with your family, whatever it is. But they want you to be like tough as a dragon. The dragon has total courage. The flames come out of the dragon's mouth and it's moving forward. You never see a dragon being afraid, right? You never see a dragon. So the thing is, you want to be like tough as a dragon. And it says, discover your courage of finding out and figuring out what makes you feel like you have this to move forward, to confront and see what you need to work through, and not to be afraid of it. That's a big thing. For us to have the courage, you're not afraid. You're willing to attempt and take chances. Hey, sometimes you can have your own business to start out with, and you hardly have any money, and you're afraid that you'll have no money and you won't be able to start your business, right? Or you may have a situation that you want to get engaged and you want to ask your honey there by getting engaged, and or whatever, and that takes planning. Whatever it is you need to step up to the plate and have the courage. This is the time to do it. This is where the energies are surfacing, and you want to feel that you're at ease. You want to feel that you have it, that you'll be able to confront any situation or any obstacle. And a lot of times what they're telling me is it's dealing with people, dealing with circumstances. It could be a work situation, it could be a love relationship, it could be a family situation, it could be anything. But you want to learn to excuse me, to have the courage to move forward. Whatever you need to confront, you want to do it now. Sorry about that, my allergies are a little kicking in there. All right. Now, dealing with the owl, and it says follow your intuition. A lot of times we're not following our intuition and we're not listening to, our soul. I like to say our soul talks to us. It wants to know, are you listening in? So your soul gets in tune with you. If you listen to your soul, you'll get answers. Your soul is speaking to you, but you're not always watching the signs. So you want to talk to your soul and feel like, what do I feel like I need to do? See, and this is how it starts to open up the doors. We feel like we're alone at times when we're not. Why? Because our soul is guiding us and directing us, as well as we have the angels and guides and God and all the loved ones that passed. And, but the owl comes in because the owl, if you notice, it's very focused. And even though you're looking to the side, right, you're doing this, you can see in front of you here. Well, that's what the owl does. But the owl can see in front of you, the sides of you, sometimes even in the back of you. The owl's eyes are very wide, if you notice that, and it looks around, and it can see everything behind the owl, in front of the owl, can see it on the sides. Well, that's how they want you to become your angels. They want you to see things how they really are and beware of your whole surroundings, whatever's going on. Becoming more receptive. And part of being receptive is you have to trust within. And it's okay to talk to your soul and to find out, what should I do? And keep your mind quiet, because your soul will speak to you. We never talk to our soul. Most of the time, we listen to our intuition, that's it. Do we ever look in the mirror and start focusing on a question or questions about what could I ask my soul? So just remember, have the courage to do what you need to do, to work out through any things dealing with obstacles or conflicts. So you can have courage to move forward and be a risk taker. It's okay. Okay, but also the owl, it's really, really important. I want to show this to you just one more time. Is follow your intuition. Really important. So not only to have the courage, but also following the intuition. Listen to your gut. Now, this is 7 deadly sins. 7 deadly sins. And this gets into it a little bit. And they're going to mention, I don't know if they're going to mention all 7, but instead, I'm going to do is, I don't always do this, but I want to go into but the angels have to share with us dealing with it, because this one takes, I gotta get it, the book on this one. And this is really important, the 7 heavenlies, because this won't take me that long at all, because this has a lot of, okay, there it is. Okay, 52. This is really important for me to read. This is something, I know it by heart, but I don't want to miss anything for you guys. All right. The 7 deadly sins. Okay, let's name them. All right, dealing with. Yeah, and there's, okay. And here, not to be lazy in life, to move forward. Okay, don't procrastinate, so you can keep on progressing. Don't overindulge, your body's your temple, take care of yourself. Okay, the lust, of course. You want to be truthful to your partner. That's really important. Greed, don't go into greed with money, dealing with, being greedy, instead of helping people. Okay, envy, of course. and having pride. Having pride with whatever you're doing. And I think that covers... Yeah, that covers them right there. I want to make sure I didn't miss it, because there's a lot here. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, one more thing. That's why I'm glad I went back. Extreme feelings of uncomfortable anger. Okay, not to get angry. Instead of becoming more loving to others and forgive. See, that's why I even looked at it, to really make sure that I don't miss anything. Okay, so remember the 7 deadly sins of, I know it's saying you're being the person that you want to be in the honest way, in the loving way, and in the caring way. Let's sum it up with the loving sins. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Okay, and the owl is, remember to listen to your intuition. It's very important, so let it direct you in your life. And remember to also have the courage. That means confront everything. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of things that you need to confront, because everything that you need to confront, it comes in such a way that the divine has it in order for you to flow and for things to come together. So confront things, okay, without being afraid of it, because in the long run you'll say, hey, it worked out the way it's supposed to. But I'm going to tell you right now, Archangel Gabriel, and this is messages for creativity and hope. Archangel Gabriel, again, messages of creativity and hope. I want you to become very creative, and they want hope for everything that you're doing. And you can call on Archangel Gabriel, and Gabriel will help you that, because I know we have problems at times and challenges at times, but there is hope and creativity. That means you could master and manifest your own dreams and your reality. But you got to have faith and trust in it. And you have to believe in it. But also, you want to put it into use. That means it's not just working within your mind, but it's also actually doing it. So be creative with your mind first, and have faith in it, and then do work whatever you need to do on the outside world, not within you, but now the outside. And this is really interesting, because our minds are so powerful, we have no idea. Okay, so we have no idea. So keep it in mind that we could have so much imagination, but imagination comes from, also you could be very creative with it. By imagining first, being creative with it, and then put it together, and then put it into physical reality. That means really pursue it and move forward. So they want you to become very creative with it, and they want you to trust what you're doing, so you can manifest a beautiful future for yourself. And again, going back with the 7 deadly sins, it's more about being the person that you are, loving, very caring, very nurturing, And the card says the opposite. Don't be like, don't have lust, don't cheat, or, don't be greedy with money, take care of the body. Your body's your temple. So there's a lot of different things going on here. Listen to your inner guidance and direction so it keeps on guiding you and directing you. Don't give false hope on, well, the ego is in my way, so I think it's saying that way when my heart's saying another way. No, listen to your heart. Very important to listen to your heart, okay? Because this will guide you, this will direct you in your life. And remember, not to be afraid of anything, confront it, knowing things will work out. So if you look at it all together, you have the magic of creativity, right? Being that loving soul that you want to be. Listen to your inner guidance, and also to confront things, to knowing that things are going to be good. But even though it may feel uncomfortable to do it, but do it anyway. All right? Yes, there are taking chances in life, but listen to your heart through it. And you guys, thank you so much for being here today and listening. It means the world to me. And the best way to support me is to hit the like button. Also, just to let you guys know that I offer one-on-one sessions. In the description box below, I offer different sessions on how I can help you in so many different ways. It's not just one way. And, always use your guidance and support. I'm just throwing one more thing out to you again. Use your guidance and support. Don't ever be afraid to move forward in your life. Subscribe at Marc Healing Arts. I love you. Be part of my soul family. And you guys, I'll see you soon. And take care of yourself, love yourself, and knowing I'm here by your side if you need my help. Talk to you soon. Blessings and love, Marc. Welcome to pile number 3. Let's see what messages are for you. Knowledge, seek knowledge. We want to learn, grow, and evolve, right? And the best way we could do that is we have to teach ourselves. I know people go online, right? Well, how about communicate with spirit? Find out what you need to learn, but you have to ask specific questions, of course. Or you can read books, and I was saying they want you to educate yourself. And it could be dealing with a new job or a new business, better off a new business, and it can help you along. But whatever you need to do, they want you to seek knowledge. They want you to learn. This is the time for you is to really to get that information. So this way you know for yourself that you're stimulating your brain receptors here, but also you're keeping your mind active. But they said it's part of work experience or life experience in general, dealing with relationships and all that, but they also told me it's about knowledge about who you are as a soul. All right? So who you are as a soul. So keep that in mind. So we have to start asking questions within what I just said, right? I just said it. So we have to ask more within ourselves. And that's really, really important, because if we don't start questioning more, and I know I've had some clients say, well, I don't know which questions to ask, and I'm not sure, and maybe I shouldn't ask, and I don't know where to put myself, or I don't know what to do with it. Well, when you keep your mind calm, questions will come. And you know what? I will say, like even when I do my readings and people, my clients will say that, well, you know what? I really don't have any questions. And all of a sudden I start doing the reading and they have millions of questions. And one question goes right into another. So are we ever done with questions? No. But how do we learn, right? Isn't that what they want you to do? Is seek knowledge? When we start to question more, we learn more. So part of it is learning who we are as a soul, but part of it living on the earth. All the different things that we need to learn. Learn about ourselves, learn about our relationship, who we're with, learn about our family, learn about our friends, connect with Mother Nature, and learn the experience of. So they want you to learn all this. So think about learning in this in this message for you is you need to learn, you need to open your mind more and keep on seeking and growing. Now you're dealing with, it says, children. Know that children are protected. You know, even though we're going through like really odd times right now, you talk about with, you know, you worry about with your children about are they going to be safe or not, or what kind of future it is. But the angels want me to ensure you that your children, through all these different changes on the earth, that they always are being protected. So do not think at all that they are not. You know, the divine has a plan, and the divine just knows. And what I love about it is, now look at this. You have the child there, of course, that could be representing your child. And then you have the tiger there, right? You know, that tiger. It's like protecting it. And you know what? Animals, I think you guys know this, it's not just people, but animals could be angels too, right? And their life form, some of us, believe it or not, are angels on the earth in human form. Some are, some not. Doesn't matter, no. But when someone comes by your side that you really need it, doesn't it help? But just knowing your children are protected, and they always will be protected, because the divine has a plan for them too, as well as they have a plan for you. And they always will protect them as well as protect you. But we always have to have the faith of knowing that God's around, or the divine, and here to protect you. So understanding knowledge by really growing, by really seeking the knowledge you need to learn to grow as a soul. Also knowing that the children are our future, right? So of course they're being guided and protected and being supported through their journey too. We are, but they are too. So just knowing your children will be okay. I know us as parents, we worry about our children so much. Will be for the future, you know, it's now, it's tomorrow, and the next day is. But knowing, just like we have a divine plan, this is what they really want me to tell you. Your children have a divine plan too, because these are our future children. So they also need to be protected, as well as adults, as who we are. This is something that's really hard, because a lot of times we don't do this. And I know I'm still working on this myself, everyone. I'm still working on myself, you know, with it. It says right here, go with the flow, let things happen. What happens is we don't allow things to flow, right? We want to micromanage it. I know I do it at times myself, and then I start yelling at myself and say, stop, trust the flow. And that's what they want me to tell you is trust the flow with it. Go with it. Do not think at all that things will come into place. How many times have you complained, right? How many times have you complained about, oh, I got all this stuff to do. I got to do this, 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 I got to do this. But if you notice overall, things get done. And we worry about it. And why worry about it when it only works out? So by worrying about it, how far does that go? And what does worry do? So, trust me, you guys aren't alone on this. I do this to myself, and I have to say to myself, whoa, stop. And I still work on myself, you know. But you know what it really comes down to? Whatever we're doing, we want to focus in that moment of only doing that, not other things. I know it's very hard. I know our mind gets scattered into other things too. But when we learn to live in the moment by saying, okay, I planned it out, And now I'm just there. Not here, not there, not there. I'm here. So we need to stay focused on living the reality that we want to live. And how do we want to live in the reality? We want to live in the reality of living in the moment. And that's what it means, what they're trying to tell me to tell you, is to let it flow. Because if you let it flow, things will come together and things will work out. Really, really important, okay? Let it flow and things will work out. We don't believe it is sometimes, but it's true. So, and I know it's a hard concept, and I know we have problems doing this because we're so like trying to micromanage everything. But when you live in the moment and you do one thing at a time and you focus only on that, and when the mind goes back into other areas, get back to that. If it goes in other areas, get back to that. Just keep on coming back to it. And don't let it distract you, and get more focused in what you're doing. Because when things can flow better, things will be coming together. Like we're worried about the children for the future. But if the divine has a plan, why worry about it? Go with the flow with it. Trust it. Right? Your children are protected, and you worry so much about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying never worry at all, but worry about it to a certain point. And knowing we have faith and trust in God that they're okay. The other way, we keep on questioning it, and then we keep on downing it. Sometimes we're downing ourselves so much, and we shouldn't be downing ourselves. And that's where go with the flow. Let it just happen. Enjoy the experience of it. Why are we questioning it when we already know? Okay. And believe it or not, if you go into the knowledge car, it's about, you already know this. You already learned it. Look where the knowledge comes in. You already know. Don't doubt it. You've been doing it so many times. You remember what I just said? When you went with the flow, you planned it out and everything works together. That's part of your knowledge. You be in the moment. And you already experienced things that you already planned and did, and it worked. So learn from it. That's part of knowledge too. Okay, then I didn't add in there. So knowing, because you know what? The universal, if we think in our mind and we plan that things come together, then they come together. Why? Because of the law of attraction. It's what you're attracting. So even if we're worried, I'm not going to be able to do all these things, and this is go with the flow, and we start to see things that everything is working. Well, everything did work. Everything did work. Like we're already seeing already happened. We're not worried so much about it. And that's how you become more wise and have the knowledge of understanding on how to balance my emotions and how do I deal with everyday reality. Because if not, we're going to confuse ourselves and mess ourselves up a lot, and then we're going to be too stressed. And part of the knowledge is really being wise and knowing to limit your stress and to love yourself more. And everything will work out, just like your children always being watched and protected. And with the flow, everything will come together for you. Only if you flow with it. You need to flow with it. If you flow with it, and overall, I find my life is 9 out of 10 times, or maybe 8 out of 10 times, overall things work out. Or 7 out of 10, okay? And if they don't, you make other plans. So now, dealing with, wow, they're giving you a double one here. A double one. And this is right here. It's called letting go. Learn to let go. Okay, learning to let go of the attachments. Anything that's holding you back. Anything that's holding you back. And this is interesting. This card is related right into this card. I mean, they all relate with each other, but this is go with the flow, and this is let go. Isn't that interesting? 2 cards in a row from your angels. So it's saying right here, learn to let go. Live in the moment. Right? Like I said. So live in the moment, let things flow. And all this will come together. Dealing with your family. Dealing with information that you need to do to plan your life so everything will work. And you know what? Holding on to things, and I know this is really hard, holding on to things, sometimes we take things too much for granted, of knowing that we have all this in our head, but we know in our hearts that things will work out only if we work it out. But we need to have faith and trust in it, because if we don't, and we don't trust it, things will not flow the way we want. And this is a big thing, even for the ascension. And this is good for almost everyone to hear. But for you guys, I know you picked pile number 3. This is really focused on you at the moment. Letting go. You know what? People have OCD symptoms. They have anxiety symptoms. We're holding on to things. We need to let it go. We need to enjoy more. We need to fulfill our needs, our desires. And when we hold too much in, that's not a good thing, because that means we're not enjoying what we need to enjoy, and trusting more and being in the moment more. And I know this is a little repetitious, but I'm trying to get this in your guys' mind to really stay focused, because all this, dealing with your family, dealing with your education, your career, your job, your relationship, right? Friends, everything. It all will come together if you trust the process. And this is what they're telling you. Trust the process, and all of this will come together. Oops. All this will come together for you. And I know you may question it, and you may say to yourself, will it work or not? It's up to you to make it work, but you got to have trust in it and flow with it. And you guys, thank you so much for being here, because this means so much to me. I always love to see you guys on here. No, and I'm always here, by your side. And I know life is hard at times, but thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. And the best way to support me is to give me that thumbs up. And I do offer one-on-one sessions in the description box below to help you in your journey. And subscribe at Marc Healing Arts on YouTube. And I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself and be well. Blessings and love. Marc, the spiritual advisor and coach.